Podcast, WATP.
I've been checking in on the fighter and the kid because this is a crazy story. You have this podcast that's been around for 15 years now, something like that. They do once a week and they're at episode 1050 something. So however that calculates. And Bryan Callen has gotten to a point in his career. He's 58 years old. He's a stand-up. He's not really getting a lot of calls to be in movies and TV shows anymore. And he sees that all these guys went to the mothership in Austin. The comedy club that Joe Rogan opened up. And all those guys are now getting on the Joe Rogan Experience and hanging out with Joe Rogan all the time. And he's seeing that those guys are getting more and more specials and shows and appearances. And Bryan goes, I need to be where the action is. So 4 months ago, he goes on The Fighter and the Kid, and he goes, Brendan, I'm sorry, man. I'm moving to Austin. I got to be with my people. Comedy Store isn't where it's at anymore. I got to get out to the mothership, start hanging with that crew. And Brendan Schaub, who had quit stand-up comedy a year before that, goes, I'm in. Let's go. And I don't think that Bryan had any intention.
No, I was saying goodbye.
Yeah, I don't think Bryan had any intention of keeping The Fighter and the Kid going. But Brendan Schaub panicked and went, oh no, my buddy's leaving.
I know what to do.
So he decided to move his entire family to Austin, Texas, away from LA, and to keep The Fighter and the Kid going. And also he does the Schaub show from there. But I'm fascinated by what's going on with The Fighter and the Kid, because these two guys are assimilating to Texas, and Bryan's there for a reason. So Bryan doesn't like the heat. He has a number of things that he's not a fan of that we'll get into. Brendan has really no reason to be there, except for to keep a podcast going that's been failing for a while. So it's really bizarre that not only did Brendan Schaub bring his entire family, he's got kids, the wife, the dog, but he also brought his producers along too. So there's these two guys who got to find places to live, and now he's got to support them to live in Austin, Texas. And it was just kind of like a thing that was like, yep, this is what we're doing.
It kind of busted their balls for not living anywhere yet.
Right. Yeah. Chin doesn't have a place to live yet, so they bust his balls about that. Meanwhile, these guys have big houses with swimming pools. They talk about all the cool shit they have going on and the neighborhoods they live in.
Hey, what's your pool like?
Chin's just like, yeah, well, because I'm flying back to my apartment in LA later today. So can we get the show on the road here? Right out of the gate, this is the very first thing that happens in the show. They're complaining about the bugs in Texas.
Texas.
We're back, bud.
We're back, buddy. You got the Texas buzz.
Dude, I got the Texas. Me and the boys shaved our heads. Proper Texas.
Yep.
I was introduced to Texas. I have to send you a text of the picture.
Oh, well, so yeah.
Of the L tarantula hawk.
Yeah, so Brendan said, what the fuck is this? And I said, that's what you call a female tarantula hawk.
Because we couldn't figure it out. So we're all chilling in the living room.
Yeah.
Donnie's outside, and he was like pouncing like this on something. And Joanna goes, Jesus, what is that? I go, oh, it's like a big-ass grasshopper. And she goes, but he has like yellow wings and black.
No, he's got orange wings.
Yeah, I was like, what is that? I go out there. The kids are in the pool. And I go, oh,
Well, it's about as big as your thumb.
So the first thing out of the gate, now, of course, Brendan's really trying to be all Texas. He was wearing the Texas Longhorns hat when he first got into the studio. He's buzzed. He's shaved his head, and his kids have shaved their heads to get ready for the Texas summer. So he's doing everything he can to be Texas. But he was not ready for the wildlife. And he comes across this thing called a tarantula hawk. And it freaks him out. Now, this is a pretty big bug. They're going to show an image of it. But he's just not used to this. And he comes out of the gate immediately talking about how awful this is.
So my thinking was, once I found out it was tarantula hawk, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I kind of wish I didn't kill it. And I was thinking like, well, wait a second. They eat tarantulas. That means there's also a ton of tarantulas around here.
A ton of tarantulas.
Then I was on a walk with the kiddos. We go on a walk at night, and in the middle of the road, El Tarantula couldn't get out of the way of some car, was ran over, but good-sized tarantula.
Oh, well, I found one in my pool.
All right. So this is not a good advertisement for Austin, Texas. I'll be honest with you. If I was a child and there was a tarantula in my swimming pool, I would never get over that. That would haunt me for the rest of my life. That sounds so fucking scary.
And I know how you are about spiders.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I can get by. Oh my God, there were the two on the screen porch last night that got away from me. I'm still mad about that.
Yeah. And they told their friends, you're a pussy.
Yeah, I know. They're like, oh, we can hang out on the screen porch all day. Old man Hamburger won't do shit. God damn it. They got me. So already I'm hearing this, and he's just like, yeah, so there's this tarantula hawk with this bug that eats tarantulas, which means there must be tarantulas nearby. The tarantula hawk's not a great thing either because they're venomous and a problem that they bite you. And obviously, Brendan Schaub is an idiot who went to Wikipedia to look this up to try to sound smart, but this will backfire on him.
Tarantulas, the tarantula hawk, they're everywhere. I see them everywhere.
Aren't they called the Pepsi wasp too?
They're the Pepsis wasp.
Are they called the Pepsi wasp too? Who told you that? I'll tell you who told him that. Wikipedia. So if you go on Wikipedia under tarantula hawk, you can see tarantula hawks belong to any of the many species of the genre Pepsis and Hemipepsis. And he goes, aren't they called Pepsi?
He read the first three things in blue and stopped.
Yep.
That's what he got. Spider
They're
wasp,
called
tarantula, Pepsi.
Pepsi wasps. So I love that. And Brian's such a sweetheart. Brian never clowns him for being an idiot. He always just goes, yeah, it's Pepsis, but okay. You know, right, whatever. That would easily be something you would stop in your tracks and go, I'm sorry, what did you think it was?
Oh,
what kind of wasp?
If around here it turned into Baba Booey.
Right, yes. Oh, no, it's a Pepsi wasp, is it? Oh, it's a Mountain Dew wasp? What's going on?
Everything would be Pepsi for the next 15 years.
Yeah, because you're talking about a comedy show. I don't know what this is.
Right.
This is like extra credit. This is like helping the interns or something. This is like a self-help program. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it
makes
is
them
either.
Think that, I mean, Texans famously are fooled by locals by tourists trying to be locals, right? They can't tell the difference. They don't know who's from here or not, and they're so accepting of people
Adam,
trying to quickly
totally
assimilate.
tell. No.
They can't see you at all, and especially with that local talk of the wasps and the heat. Like, don't touring comedians and touring bands know? You know, the second time you go through the town, you don't make the same local jokes that you read in the paper. Like, you have to dig in a little deeper. But this is just, I don't know what this is. I don't know. It's like they spent all the money on the production and then got there, and on the first day of shooting they were like, so what's the script? What are we doing? What are we gonna make?
Adam, I am telling you, Brendan Schaub made a quick decision where he just went, oh no, I'm gonna lose the fighter and the kid. I gotta go save that. I'm going. This is like when your girlfriend's like, I got a job opportunity in Austin. I'm moving there. And you're like, all right, let's go to Austin.
I love Austin.
You're right. And she's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we're all going to Austin. He's done zero research. He didn't know what he was getting himself into. And he's experiencing it every day. And he comes to the fighter and the kid. He goes, holy shit. Listen to this thing that happened to me. Listen to this thing that happened to me. Like, he's freaked out by Texas. This is not going to last long. I'm telling you. We should get a countdown clock or something. When will Brendan move back to LA? It's not going to take much longer because he's not going to see any perks from this. It's not like he's going to be on the Joe Rogan Experience or working stuff out at the mothership.
Oh, no, we've seen that go down before.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. So
he needs an idea. He needs a thought. He needs something to do. This was a big logistical move, but it was not a concept. He wanted to save this podcast, like you said. Well, you've done it. Now what?
Now what? Well, so we posted this tarantula hawk, and he got some advice from someone on social media.
Like, dude, do not touch that thing.
No.
He's like, that thing will paralyze you for about 5 minutes.
It'll really
He's like, it's not
hurt.
going to kill you, but you're going to be in such bad pain.
Yeah, and it's a big boy.
But
Those
of
are
course
big
I'm
fucking.
not
Look at the size of
touching
that
it.
fucking thing, dude. Look at the size of it.
Jacked.
Okay.
I hit him the first time, a little bit of a concussion, but he was not dead.
Yep, no,
it took 3 to 4
Yeah.
good,
and then you had to
solid
punch him and choke him out.
hits. Bro.
See, Adam, it is a comedy show.
Hilarious.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
That's funny.
So then Brian starts listing all of the things that live in Texas that will kill you. You can tell these guys are hyper focused on the bad parts of living in Texas.
Yeah, I don't like killing animals.
I know.
But he You have a 5-year-old barefoot around the pool.
Cottonmouths. We got cottonmouths. We
I haven't
got
seen snakes
coral
yet.
snakes.
Haven't
we
seen
got
snakies yet.
Rattlers. We got scorpions. We got tarantulas.
I've seen
we
a
got-
bunch of scorpions.
Yeah. Have you? I've seen none.
Oh, really? We had them in our garage.
Really?
Guy came and sprayed. I'm like, I see all these nests. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You get the nest, dog.
Yeah. All over.
Okay. So this just sounds like a nightmare. If I'm the Texas Tourism Bureau, I'm like, can we stop this show, please? Oh, no one's watching? Okay. Oof, thank God. Because this is not great what they're talking about. And then they start complaining about the heat, especially Brian complaining about the heat.
It is. I'm going to say this too. It is hot. It is.
See, I still don't mind it. I was out all day yesterday. I went to a car show, drove to Monster Jam. I don't mind. I feel good in the seat. I just don't like if I'm indoor and it's hot. Or when you first get in your car, it's fucking
right. That's
it's toasty.
And if you are in the sun, and by the way, it's June, and we got July, and we got August, and then we got September, and it ain't gonna get any
Show off.
July and
less
August gonna
hot.
get toasty.
That's gonna be.
Let's say have pools though, and AC.
Yeah, Chin. We got pools and AC, so we'll be fine. I love that they're already dreading the next 3 months. They're like, it's fucking hot out there, and it's not even July yet. Jesus Christ.
I guess this is Opie's dream show. Like, Opie watches this, and he's like, these guys know how to do it. Open with some weather talk, some complaining, have no real format, and just kind of kill time. This is great.
How do I get a friend to do this with me? This
Yeah.
is like when Tom Myers, when you watch his stuff, and he obviously is copying Chad, and you're like, oh, your influences are not the right influences if you want to put on a successful show.
You watch Rob Saul, and he's doing John.
Right. Yeah. It's like you guys are picking from the wrong creators.
This sucks on so many levels because it's not good tourism, obviously. It doesn't paint Texas in a good light. And it's not good comedy because he's not really willing to admit how much he hates it. He's just kind of doing a little complaining, but having that, it's still good, you know.
It's not authentic.
Yes, that's the word.
It's very surface level and fake. And that's why I am picking up on, and this is my beat now. I am obsessed with this. I'll be checking out every fighter of the kid from here on out. If it's worthy, we'll bring it to the program, but I'm checking it out either way because I can tell Brendan Schaub is miserable. And you know what else? I bet his family is fucking miserable.
Oh, they are pissed.
The kids took away from all their friends to be in this place where there's tarantulas.
Monsters.
Yeah, there's literally monsters everywhere.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be the honeymoon, the excitement when you
with the new house,
get to a new place.
neighborhood.
It's a new build, right?
Yeah, it's a new build in a neighborhood with like 10 houses.
Yeah.
And the neighbors were like, we're going to throw a party for you guys. Come on over. We're going to barbecue. We're going to play video games later. And Brendan's like, nah, it's a school night. I got to get up and work out at 5 a.m. They're like, oh, okay. Well, we tried.
Party's canceled, guys.
Yeah.
What the fuck? He's having no fun.
You know his neighbors hate him, and that was the one opportunity. They did what Southern people do. They came to you with open arms. You looked at them like Northern suspicious people, and it's over. It's done.
Yep,
you
never
have
again.
no friends in your area.
Never invite you in to have a beer and play some video games with us ever again. Fair enough.
Yeah, and Brendan Schaub isn't like your average household name, you know.
Sure.
He'd done some stuff. We knew about him. But I could see his neighbors getting together and be like, so who's this new guy? And they watch this.
Oh, yeah. Or they read the subreddit.
Yeah.
Well, turns out Brendan had a really bad day
Well,
because he drove to this event that the kids wanted to go to, and he parked in the parking garage. And unfortunately, his excursion is taller than the ceiling of the parking garage. And it said 8.2 was the clearance, but that was just on the first floor. As soon as he got to the second floor, which sucks. And he talks about this.
Yep.
Ooh, my day was tough.
Wow.
My day was tough.
Oh no. I'm not even a car guy. When I hit the bottom part of my fucking car,
Oh yeah.
or it's like whoa Jesus, you know.
Dude, that's a cherry 2003 Ford Excursion. I just got done.
Now,
And
how bad
when I
is
see buddy, it's like someone.
well, you got scalped. You got scalped.
Oh, it was like two fucking hawks took their claws and just went.
Just giant hawk.
Is this new?
You mind if the Game of Thrones dragon just drags his claws across the? Wow.
2 saber-toothed tigers. 2.
So just
Now
so
it's
you,
funny.
So you got that. So you got nice big.
Oh, what?
We did 3 different animals that can be
Now
dragged.
it's funny again.
Yeah, like what are we doing? Saber-toothed tiger. That's what you were looking
What
for.
chemistry they have.
Brendan. They're tripping over each other with nonsense on this clip. But this went on. This story goes on for a long time. I don't have a lot of clips on it. But Brendan had a very bad day because he's a big car guy. And when he's even got a dent on his car, it freaks him out.
And I have OCD, so when there's a scratch, it drives me nuts. Now, when there's a million
It actually
of them,
drives me nuts.
it's all I can focus on.
I go nuts if my car has a dent or something. I got to get.
I'm
it fixed.
embarrassed. Aren't you embarrassed?
So on my steering wheel, the outer layers
all you can
peeled
focus
off.
on.
I'm like, I got to take this in immediately.
I don't like my car having exterior damage. I don't know if that's an OCD thing. Why is everything OCD?
It's a natural feeling.
Yeah, it's pretty natural. Like you got a nice car, it looks good. And
Is this just like, is Schaub just bringing everyone around him down? Because at this point, I prefer StutJo, because at least StutJo, like, he cares. He believes what he's saying. They're not interested in this conversation. Like,
No.
This is torturous. There was a saying about 90s songwriting when they were like, just because it's in your diary doesn't mean it's a song.
right.
And you mean you could just work a little harder at it. Like this, I get it that they're natural and they seem like they're being themselves, but it's fucking boring and there's no entertainment happening.
There's not until they get into barbecue talk. And Brendan has found a barbecue place. Now, where we last left you, he found a taco place, but he wasn't sure about the right barbecue place yet. And so his Saturday was popping. He'll explain to you why.
Check out this nice little Saturday I had.
Yeah,
I went to Interstellar Barbecue during the day.
nothing wrong with that.
And then I watched UFC at night. What a nice Texas Saturday.
Brendan just explained he had lunch at a restaurant and then watched TV at home later that night. And that was a Texas Saturday.
Like a true Texan.
He wants so badly to feel like he belongs and to feel like he's doing it right and this is working.
And that's not a mistake.
Literally, that's a guy who's trying to pretend it's working.
Yeah.
Dude, I enjoyed this restaurant I went to. The barbecue was good. And then I was able to go home and watch UFC on my big screen TV. So this is great. I love it here. Do you, though?
And my family's happy, right?
They better be. Oh, actually, my youngest is getting bit by a tarantula as we speak. All right, I'll be back. So this is, I know what you guys are thinking. Interstellar Barbecue, the place you went to get lunch. Can we get a review? Because I'm not buying it. I want to know, like, what was good there. Give us a recommendation on this.
And the prices.
Brendan.
And that Interstellar Barbecue, buddy.
Really?
Fuck whatever recommendations
We
you
went
get.
there and it was closed.
When'd you go?
Hurt my feelings. You and I went there and it was
Oh,
closed.
no. We went to Bee Cave Barbecue.
Okay.
This is Interstellar, which is a little more down.
Got it.
Buddy,
Yeah.
it's the best I've had. Their pork belly, their beef ribs, and their sides, dude. I'll eat that shit right now.
Really?
Oh, my. Their cream corn.
Their cream corn. Their sides, dude. Yeah, what do they got? Cream corn? Okay. Is he doing Crystalia right now? He was doing the jerk off motion about, and the sides, dude? Like he's trying to be too excited about things that aren't exciting? That's a Crystalia impression, right?
Well, the motion's a Louis C.K. thing.
Good point. Yeah, one of those comics. This is a man who has not figured out anything yet.
He sounds like a hippie from the 60s trying to explain why he's for the war. Like, no matter how hard, we're still just looking at you in that outfit and saying,
No, this is going great,
bruh.
man. This is great.
Yeah.
Communism, we can't spread. Let's do this.
You're just not going to buy it. It
Well,
doesn't
ended
sound
here.
real. Something tells me Interstellar is not the hidden secret, barbecue place that he is trying to act like he's a local now, letting him know the hot
There's
spots
probably
to check out.
24 locations, 2 in every city in Texas. I know. I was thinking the same
The
thing.
famous creamed corn.
When he was explaining, dude, they have ribs there and pork belly. Like, yeah, of course they do. Is it the sauce? Is it the way they prepare it? Like, what is it about? Like, nothing. It's
The sides.
It's the sides. Yeah, the side. He goes, I would eat the sides right now, dude.
Oh.
So you're hungry?
Go ahead. Meanwhile, your producer was flying back home on that Saturday and then flying back to find a place to live. Hope you got him a to-go plate.
Oh, boy.
Who are these podcasts?